years old. And then Makani is a 6-year-old male. He will be turning 7 on Valentine's Day. Now over here on the other side, we have Corky. Corky is our oldest killer male. She is 54 years old. We are also joined by Ika, a 17-year-old male. He's our third movie male, as well as Nick High, an 18-year-old male. Now if you guys look back here, you are going to notice they have started one of those husbandry behaviors. They are cleaning their teeth. Their enamel is a lot softer than ours, so they can wear their teeth down a lot easier. And they also have a hole in their teeth. So we do flush their teeth every morning to make sure that we get any gunk that might be in there out of there. Now we weigh our whales once a week to make sure that the adults like Corky are staying nice and healthy, and that the youngsters like Makani are staying healthy and growing as well. We're going to be asking, I believe, Makani to go into our medical pool. Now you guys might hear a kind of loud sound, but it does turn on.
You're going to get real loud.
So there will be a motor that starts. And then of course there's a lot of communication that goes on between trainers to try to make sure they know what to do. They're looking nice and comfortable and they're ready for that flip. So there he did a great job. You can see he's lifted up. He's sitting nice and calm, getting some nice fun ice cubes. Yeah, he's still good. And they're going to bring over an x-ray machine. That way we can get a good look at all those teeth inside their mouth. Jen is using those target pulls to ask Makani to open his mouth. So there you have the x-ray machine in place. Makani's doing a great job sitting there being nice and calm. And then once you would be ready, we could bring that plate in on the other side as well. But it looks like he did a great job with that approximation. We're going to leave it with that. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for joining us today at Inside Look.
Hello, welcome to our Inside Look at our killer whale facility. We are being joined by Corky and Ika right here in this pool. Corky is our oldest whale. She's right here. She's about 55 years old. She's going to wave hello to all of you with her pectoral flippers. The pectoral flippers are on either side of their body. And her very best friend Ika is swimming right behind her. Now Corky is about 55 years old and Ika is going to be 18 years old this year. You can get a good look at the size difference in those flippers. That's actually one of the ways you can tell the difference between a male and a female. The males get much larger flippers than the females as they mature. So if you see two killer whales and one has smaller flippers and the other one has larger and they look like they're both pretty big adult animals, you'll probably be able to tell which one is a male or female. So Corky's 55, her dorsal fin is straight as an arrow, and it's always been that way. Ika, his dorsal fin curves completely over. Now, there is no bone or muscle in the dorsal fin. It's very similar to what's in your ears, which is cartilage. So if that dorsal fin gets tall and heavy, it can curve over. Now, this is just basically cosmetic. It does not affect how they move or what they're doing or their health and well-being. They just look different. As you guys move along through our skywalks and head out to our main auditorium, you're going to see 3 other killer whales that call SeaWorld San Diego home. We actually have a total of 10 whales. We have 5 males and 5 females. But he seems to just enjoy carrying that around. We have a couple of different colors. The colors don't really matter. It's just so we can account for them in case they're missing throughout the day. But you will often see him kind of just carrying it around on his head. It's like his little toy that he likes to have all the time. Now these high-powered sprayers that are also out here do provide enrichment for them. Sometimes you will see them putting their dorsal fins or their tail flukes or their flippers inside those sprayers. It's one of the ways they can kind of itch their bodies. This pool right here is just one of our 5 pools. It's about 36 feet deep. And the back pools are anywhere from about 10 to 15 feet deep. As you guys make your way all the way through the front area, this path is going to take you all the way back to our 5th pool, which is our underwater viewing area.
You're going to come and slide out in the scout area.
1, 2, 3. It looks like it's that.
Look how cute they are. Alright, so first off, let's introduce you to who's going to be hanging out with us. On your left, this is Ike. Say hi, Ike. In the middle is the one and only Corky. Say hi to Corky. And then this little stud right here is Connie. Who likes to play? Very good. Who likes to work? No. Who wants my job where I play? Play is very important because when you play, what happens when you play? Why is play important? Someone answer that for me. It gives you energy. Very good. And playing also helps you get rid of some of the energy. Why else is play important? Exercise, stimulate their brain. I heard it. It's also how you build relationships with your friends. It's how we build our relationships with the animals. So play is very important. Killer whales are social animals. Part of their repertoire behavior is to play. Okay, so you've seen them doing that already quite extensively. That's how they learn. And as you can see, they're hanging out with the trainers right now. It looks like Caitlin's playing with a puppet, and Makani's trying to talk to it, and Corky's just admiring it. Because there's a researcher that's been studying killer whales for many, many years, and he's actually seeing the whales play less and less. Why do you think they're playing less? Food. If you're too focused on finding your food, you're not worried about playing. Luckily here, we do have a constant healthy food source, and they get to socialize with each other all the time. You guys are protected by this overhang here. They have a bunch of toys, and some of their toys are quite large and can weigh hundreds of pounds. That's why you don't always see us give them toys while you guys are right in front, because they can actually take those toys and chuck them all the way over there and knock your drink out of your hand. There he is. Get it, Mom. All right, he's chasing it. Let's have him fall down. Oh yeah, there he goes. What a good boy. So I was saying the next challenge is what I want to come up with, and maybe all you young little kids out there, they're always good with all the technology. Someone needs to design me a way so that we can put the touch screen on the side for Makani so he can control the drone himself. That's some humor there, so don't quote me on that. And some other fun humor is what Ike's doing right there. He's showing you what happens when whales go to the bathroom. We are working on having multi-species in here. One of the ideas that we're actually going to be trying in probably in a couple weeks is we actually want to try a large, you guys know what a bait ball is? Fishermen, okay? We're actually going to try and recreate that down here, where we're going to be able to have the whales control various things in their environment. One of which, and I'm really excited about that I'm hopefully going to get in a little bit, will be a hydrophone that the whales will actually be able to vocalize into. So we will basically almost turn into one of those smart devices at your house where you can say, hey, so-and-so, turn on the bedroom light. You kids out there, you guys will be the ones that figure this out and come up with those crazy ideas on how these whales can interact with their environment and with you guys. Everyone here real quiet. Awesome.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you 30-year-old Orchid. Orchid is now full grown. She's just under 19 feet long, and she weighs about 6,500 pounds. Now, for those of you that are wondering how long a killer whale is pregnant for, it's anywhere from about 17 to 18 months. So during that time, we are monitoring her overall health. All of our whales are trained to roll over and present their tail flukes. This is how we obtain a blood sample from our animals. This also allows us to check those hormone levels, which also helps us predict when that calf is going to be born. And of course, make sure mom's nice and healthy. So when a baby is nursing, they're actually going to be bumping along the mom's stomach towards those mammary slits, which run on the ventral side or their underside. So you can see Jen has asked Kalia to line up, and what she's gonna do is just kind of mimic what the baby would do. And she's gonna reinforce her when she gets down to those mammary slits. Now what I'm gonna do is show you all a good look at Kasaka giving birth to one of her calves. You can see this is very normal behavior right here, but I want you to watch for something. It's gonna be in the bottom right-hand corner. She starts to roll over. Do you guys see that? What is that? Milk, yes. So that is very important. We want to make sure that mom is ready to nurse that calf. Watch her topography and the way she's moving in the water there. As she comes around, is she actually latched on? So if you guess no, you are absolutely right. She's kind of just bumping along there, exploring the area, but she hasn't officially latched on to that mammary slit. So let's take a look at some of those ultrasound footage. This is actually of Amaya inside Kalia. You can see those lines right there are her ribs. And right below that is her heartbeat. And then also take a look, teeth and eyes. That was really cool to see. So number one, we need to prepare our staff. We are actually here 24 hours a day for several months monitoring this brand new baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we really hope you have learned something here about not only our animal babies, but our incredible mothers. Have a wonderful day here at SeaWorld.
Hey, quiet.